Jay Lane.
What's up?
It's Vince Russo.
How you doing?
Listen, correct me if I'm wrong. Haven't I admitted and haven't I embraced being totally irrelevant?
Several times, I believe, on Chicken Necks.
Yeah, haven't we gone through? I even went through an entire list of why I'm irrelevant. And I agree with everybody. I'm irrelevant. I shop at Goodwill. I don't have a life. I live in a room full of toys. I've agreed. I've embraced the irrelevant tag. But here's the thing. If I'm going to be irrelevant and I'm going to embrace the irrelevant tag and I'm going to admit to being irrelevant at 55, I think the payoff has to be that people have to leave me alone. Because
they won't, because they're making you relevant.
Well, but that's what I don't understand. If being irrelevant means I should be invisible, I don't exist, my opinions don't matter, my thoughts don't matter, what I say doesn't matter, that would be irrelevant. I've already embraced irrelevancy. I want to be irrelevant. But with that, you got to leave me alone, bro, because if you keep tweeting me nonsense, you're killing the whole irrelevant tag, especially when you're putting irrelevant in the tags.
That's the thing. These people are the ones keeping you relevant. These people on Twitter, the internet wrestling site interviewers that get a chub in their pants every time they ask somebody what their thoughts on you. The fact that you're now working once again for another national promotion, Rocky Mountain Pro. I mean, that kind of makes you relevant whether you want to be or not. And the fact you're on Podcast One. So, I mean, there's lots of factors, but these people, if they're tweeting you saying that you're irrelevant, that's like an oxymoron because they're making you relevant.
Yeah, and it's bro, when's the last time you did anything? Oh, okay, bro. Oh, I'm just on Podcast One with a couple of 100,000 downloads a week, and we just got a national. Bro, it's here's the one thing that's really getting to me, Jeff. This is the one thing I wanted to discuss. Here's the one thing really getting to me. Every single one of these people are pointing out how over Kevin Owens is because the WWE put the title on him. So bro, maybe you can explain that to me. The fact that
the same people that said that Roman Reigns is not over, that WWE put the belt on,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So the fact that for whatever reason, Vince McMahon and the brain trust at the WWE, the fact that they decide to put the belt on Kevin Owens, that means Kevin Owens is now immediately over. Okay, yeah, okay, bro. Regardless of what the television ratings say from here on in, regardless of what house show attendants say from here on in, just the fact that the WWE made the decision to put the belt on him, that means he's over. Jeff, honestly, bro, explain that to me, because I don't understand that.
I mean, if that's the benchmark, then you're telling me that Sheamus was over last November when they put the title on him? Okay, so now you're saying that Sheamus was over. Now these are the same people that say Roman Reigns isn't over. He's being shoved down our throats. Nobody likes him. But they put the title on him. So by that logic, that would mean that Roman Reigns is over. By that logic. So they're contradicting themselves. They changed their stance to fit their narrative that they're trying to spin, just like everything else in wrestling.
Yeah, and in other words, if you don't have the belt, then you're not over. So Brock Lesnar is no longer over because he doesn't have the WWE title, so he's not over anymore. Now Kevin Owens is over like Rover because they decided to put the belt on him. I don't understand. People say, "Oh, I'm stupid. I'm this and that." I'm really trying to understand. They make a decision to put the belt on a guy, so that means the guy is over. Not ratings, not house shows, not the fact that they decided to put a belt on him, that means he's over. I don't understand that.
You know how on our TNA Impact review, you said that my opinion on Allie's performance was not, it was skewed by the fact that I think she's hot.
Yeah, the thin nose and all that.
Right. So whether that's true or not, it's irrelevant. If I like her, I like her. It doesn't matter what the reason's for. Right. But a lot of these people are probably sexually attracted to Kevin Owens. I have no doubts about that. So now you're offending them by making fun of, somebody that they are attracted to. And maybe they're taking that personally.
Well, you just made a good point, Jeff. Okay, because TNA put the belt on Allie, that means Allie's now over. Allie's more over now than Gail Kim and Jade and the other girl. Who's the girl that's with the Miracle? What's her name? Maria Kanellis. She's more over than them now because she has the belt. So that makes her the most over in the company. What don't these people, what is so hard for these people to embrace that this is a television show? Everybody on the roll has a show. Now, there's no doubt in my mind they put the belt on Owens because a story's going to come out of that. And I hope it is the whole NXT thing, bro. I told you they could do a phenomenal story out of this. They really could. And I would like to think that's why they put the belt on Owens. That's why Triple H got involved. I would like to think that. But to send me tweets saying, oh, nah. What are you going to say now? Owens is over because they put the belt on him. I mean, like, bro, I can't comprehend that nonsense.
They don't understand the word over, first of all. Nobody in wrestling is over besides John Cena. If you really want to get down to the basics of what the term means, go down the street and ask somebody if they know who Kevin Owens is. I guarantee you 75% of them won't know. But, these are the same people that also think that Owens didn't know the finish to the match. That Triple H called an audible and ran in there. And I mean, seriously, these are what these people are thinking. So, I mean, they're people that they don't understand wrestling. They never saw wrestling when it was good. They read the fiction that's posted on the internet and they take that as fact, even though they've never seen 95% of the things that are reported on the internet. And, I don't know. They believe they're fans of Kevin Owens, and that's fine. But they think because they're fans of Kevin Owens that he's awesome. They're being worked, and they're trying to argue their feelings on a work with the feelings on what the business actually is, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah, and here's the one like that's really like, bro. I'm getting this a lot of times. I put the comment out there. Please don't freaking tweet me if you actually believe that Kevin Owens won the match and you don't understand that this is scripted television by writers and he did not win the match. And I said, I can't wrap my head around the stupidity. And here's what I'm getting like, and again, like, listen, people, you idiots that tweet me, I really do try to figure it out before I block. So here's what I'm getting in response. Oh, you're ripping an industry that you wrote. You're ripping an industry where you were right. No, I'm not ripping the industry. I'm ripping you morons that actually have convinced yourself that Kevin Owens won a fake belt. That's who I'm ripping. I'm not ripping the industry. I'm not ripping the boys. I'm not ripping that the show is written. I'm ripping you idiots that actually believe Kevin Owens won the match and Kevin Owens is now officially over because Vince McMahon decided to put the belt on. That's who I'm ripping. How does that correlate with me being a writer in the wrestling business? I don't like, bro. What am I doing now, bro? Granted, a lot of the pictures I get when I go to block them and I see these pictures, a lot of these are like 10 and 12-year-olds. But there are a lot of adults, bro. Like I see, and bro, of course, the adults are wearing the Balor Club shirts and all that nonsense, which is hysterical to me. Like, oh. Jeff, at your age, and in my would you wear any, like, whose shirt would you, outside of a team? I mean, I'll wear team apparel. at your age, like, would you wear anybody's shirt like at this point in your life?
Specifically to wrestling or any form of entertainment?
Even any form of entertainment.
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I'm sure I'd wear comic book shirts or Star Wars shirts.
No, I'm talking about like a person. Not a Batman shirt. I wear Batman shirts. I'm talking about,
I don't know. I mean, are there other industries besides wrestling? I mean, you can't go buy a Robert De Niro shirt. You know what I mean? I think wrestling's pretty much the only. I mean, you can get a sports jersey. You know, I could wear a Bills jersey that's somebody's jersey.
why are
but I don't
all
think
these people tweeting me wearing Balor Club shirts?
they're fans, man. I mean, I'm not gonna make fun of them for being fans, but it's the logic that they use is what doesn't make sense. You know, it's like me getting mad at somebody because they don't like Ben on Lost, who's my favorite character on Lost. Could you imagine somebody tweet me saying, "Oh, I hate that Ben character," and I get all upset? You son of a bitch! You're irrelevant. You suck. You know, Ben's the greatest thing there. I mean, that's the same logic in this, and to me that makes absolutely zero sense. I would never flip out on somebody for making fun of a character that I love. You know what I mean?
See, bro, that's just the thing. Like, if you make that comment about Ben, they'll do that. But they'll even know that you're talking about the character. This is where they can't make the separation. These people have convinced themselves, I hate Kevin Owens. First of all, how could I hate somebody I don't know? Like, how is that even possible for me to? Hate is a very strong word. So, like, how is it even possible for me to hate someone I don't know? So they've convinced themselves that as a human being, I hate Kevin Steen, which I believe is his real name, when the fact of the matter is I don't like the character. And I've made that clear. I don't understand where the lines get blurred.
The lines are blurred in their head.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's no logic to this, that they take everything so seriously and personal. Like, you have to actually think about this. There are people that will judge you. They'll judge me. They'll judge anybody else out there. They will judge their personal character based on their opinion of a scripted television show. Now, whose character is screwed up? I would say the person that is judging people based on their opinion of an entertainment that has nothing to do with their morals, their values, the way they treat other people, the way they act in society. But they will judge you based on if you like a wrestler or not, if you like a wrestling show or not. And that is the most asinine thing of it all, dude.
Bro, when you break it down like that, Jeff, like, that's like, I can't. Yeah. I mean, that's like, and like, at the end of the day, who cares? I mean, that's the thing. Who freaking cares whether I like the Kevin Owens character or not? Like, who cares, bro?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, all right. So you say you wouldn't put the belt on Kevin Owens, and I'm like, okay, well, F that guy. He's an a-hole. Like, is there any logic in that? Like, yeah. But I mean, it's the same thing. Okay, well, you know, Vince liked, you know, Empire Strikes Back, but he didn't like Return of the Jedi. Oh, what a piece of crap he is. You know, who is he? He's irrelevant. I mean, there's the same logic in that. And that's the stuff I don't understand. It's just an opinion on a television show, man. It's an opinion of a character on a show. And they will judge your personal character based on your opinion of entertainment. It blows my mind.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
But you know what, Jeff? I've been screaming all along. Please put a strain of reality in wrestling. That's all I ask. A strand. Just please, a little bit reality based. That's all I ask. And bro, maybe this is it. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it's with Triple H and the NXT thing. And maybe Triple H, you know, cuts the promo that Reigns went through NXT and Rollins went through NXT and they both effed up. You know what I'm saying? Reigns with the drug test and Rollins hurting everybody. You know, the only one that truly represented Hunter's brand of wrestling was Kevin Owens. I really hope that's it. And, bro, if that is it and they do that correctly, it will be good. But I still won't agree with putting the title on the character Kevin Owens. I still won't agree with that. There were other ways to tell that story. But if they actually can go down a reality road on this, I think it'll be a great thing. So that's what I'm hoping for, bro.
Yep. I don't know. It's just odd when they do these two titles because it's like you have two champions instead of one. You know, if they would have done this back in the day, how many people would have been champions that weren't, and would it have meant as much to the viewer? You know what I mean? Would it meant as much to the history of a company if there was always two champions? I feel like that this waters it down, and this isn't a Dean Ambrose thing, and this isn't a Kevin Owens thing, but when you have two champions and you don't know which one is supposed to be better than the other, it's like having two World Series winners, or it's like having two Super Bowl winners. You know, it doesn't make sense. You're in the same company. That's the stuff that confuses me, and I think it actually hurts the product because it's like, okay, well, he's a champ, but he's also the champ, and he's the red champ, and he's the. I just think this whole thing is just waters it down, and it takes away the importance of a character being a champion.
Well, you know, I mean, it comes down to, bro, obviously, and this is what people don't understand. Everything is freaking business. And if, you know, SmackDown is going to be one of the highest rated shows on the USA Network, then they want another wrestling show. That's what it all comes down to. But I've said this many times, and it's exactly what you're saying. By taking the paycheck, you know, for another television show and not sci-fi, USA getting the numbers, how much of that, how much is it word bastardizing your product? I mean, that's really what that's what it would come down for me. Like, man, it'd be great, another paycheck, another show, but what damage is this going to do to my product? I mean, that's what I would look for, because, bro, the whole, you know, you always hear, Jeff, and it's true, less is more, less is more, less is more, less is more. There's so much freaking WWE product out there that you could see at any time. And it's like, man, I kind of think that has a lot to do with turning off the casual fans as well. It's just, it's always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that and this, you know, fake competition between Raw and SmackDown, like that just boggles my mind. Like they have these guys bury the other show. Like last night, Corey Graves said, you won't see this kind of action on SmackDown Live. So like, what are they trying to accomplish with that? What if a viewer's sitting at home going, hey, you know what? He's right. SmackDown does kind of suck. I'm not going to watch it anymore. You know what I mean? Is that what they want? Like, in my opinion, I don't think WWE fans give a crap about the rivalry between Raw and SmackDown. If you're a WWE fan, they want both shows to be good. They want to sit down and watch two good shows. They don't want one to be better than the other. They're not wearing SmackDown shirts when they go to the mall. They're not wearing Raw shirts. Like, this competition is only within the WWE, and I don't think the fans honestly give a crap. And I think it's just stupid, and it makes no logical sense. They're the same company. Okay, that's like us saying, you know, please, like me saying, hey, watch us on podcast or listen to us on Podcast One, but don't watch us on the Realm Network. And then you saying, well, you know what, watch us on the Realm Network, but don't listen to us on Podcast One. Who does that help? Yeah. You know what I mean? That's exactly what this is, and it's so stupid. Like, I just don't understand the logic of that.
And bro, not only that, here's the funny part, bro. Like, you know, the you know, Lesnar, F5, Shane, whatever he did to him, and now Stephanie, you know, this and that and the other thing, and Corey Graves saying that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bro, here's the thing. They're advertising SmackDown on Raw.
Yeah, they got the pay-per-view on their
like,
on their
like thing. It's like guys, what is it? Like just really, like, what is the message? What are you trying to achieve? The announcers ripping SmackDown, and we're advertising SmackDown on Raw. It's like, what is it, man?
Like, does a normal thinking human that understands business think that somebody in this company would actually want the other show to fail and lower the overall income and business of the company, which in turn pays everybody less? Like, does anybody believe that? Like, does it make sense that the people on Raw would want SmackDown to suck and that the people on SmackDown would want Raw to suck? Like, it makes absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid, man. So it didn't work before. You know, and they're trying it again. And the dumbest thing is when they have the wars, okay? And Team SmackDown goes face-to-face with Team Raw, and one team's wearing red, one team's wearing blue. Like, these people are fighting each other on a weekly basis on their own show. They hate each other. But because now they're going to go against the other show, all of a sudden they like each other and they're on the same team. Like, that's the other logic that just drives me.
I love the fact, too, it's exactly what you said, Jeff. It's like, it didn't work before. Like what on earth would make you think it's going to work now? Nothing's being done differently. It's the same exact model. It didn't work before. Like what would make you think it's going to work now? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean we're seeing enhancement matches, jobber matches. We're seeing every single match. You can tell who's going to win for the most part. The rosters are watered down. It's just it's a watered down product. I just don't get it, man.
Yeah. But, you know, the whole point of this is like if I'm irrelevant and I've agreed to being irrelevant and I've embraced irrelevant, you can't have it both ways. Leave me alone. Like literally just leave me alone. I've agreed to the terms. I can't be irrelevant and I can't have everybody talking about me and tweeting me. That's all. That's all I want. That's all, bro. That's all I want. What? Pick one.
But they can't because they have to have it both ways. Because they have to say that the best wrestler doesn't win the belt because Roman Reigns is champion, but now it's the best wrestler has the belt because Kevin Owens is a champion.
Right.
So they want to have it both ways.
And he's over. And he's over.
Yeah, and he's over. And they don't understand what over is. You want to listen to what over is and what a pop is? There was one last night. And it was when Triple H grabbed Rollins. That was the only like legit like over pop of the entire night. That's what over is. And that's what storytelling can do to the fans. And that's why I like that moment because it got people involved. But if you think Kevin Owens is over, I mean, if you think Sami Zayn is over, like you guys don't understand what over is. These guys can go to the mall and not be recognized. Okay? That was never the case ever. They're not over. They're not over. They're not over. They're not over. And you don't understand the meaning of the word.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough about that, Jeff. And I'll be back with more Chicken X tomorrow. But I just wanted to kind of get that out there because I swear to God, I wish I could I don't want to. Well, I guess if I cared and if I had time, I would jot down some of these comments because I would have a freaking field day. But the fact that I really don't care, nor do I have the time, I can't. But I'm just saying, like, please, like, guys, like, bro, and here's the thing, too, Jeff. Of course, the correlation with everybody's response is David Arquette, David Arquette, David Arquette, David Arquette, David Arquette, David Arquette, David Arquette. It's like, do they not understand the fact that they're bringing up something from 17 years ago means it worked? Like, are people, do they not understand as they're writing down David Arquette's name from 17 years ago that that's something that worked? Do they not? I just don't know how you could be that ignorant where you're actually talking about something. You're actually taking the time to write down David Arquette's name and confirming that it did indeed work 17 years ago.
Well, not only that, it's a double standard. These same people, the ones that throw David Arquette at you, also throw the Judy Bagwell on a pole match, but then they'll ignore the entire fact that a year prior, Eric Bischoff and Kevin Sullivan put the tag team title on Judy Bagwell. Okay, nobody talks about that. Oh, so we can put Judy Bagwell, make her a tag team champion as long as Vince Russo didn't do it. It's okay. So that they have double standards. It's okay that Judy Bagwell was a tag champ, but it's not okay that she's on a forklift. Like, where's the logic in that? You know what I mean? It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. The logic that goes through these people's the way they argue things.
But you know what, bro? And we've been here before, Jeff. I say we've probably been here 3 times. They really have the opportunity to do something good with this. They do. Remember, bro, when Rollins got hurt?
Yeah, we did a whole show on that.
We did. They have the opportunity to do something good here, but in order for this to be good, it cannot be Wrestling 101. It cannot be the wrestling bubble. It needs to go to a whole different level. And I hope it does go there, bro, because I've been screaming. That's what the wrestling business needs, you know? So we'll see what happens.
Well, you know, and at least, you know, there's other options out there now, and there's something that you can actually contribute to. with Rocky Mountain Pro. So I'm excited to see where that goes, because all the stuff that we've been talking about, you're going to actually see it in action now.
Yeah, you're are. Yep,
it.
you are going to see it in action, bro, and you're going to see the difference. You know, when really a storyline is based out of 2016, you're going to see a difference. You know, so.
You know, and this is nothing against the work rate, because I think the work rate is great in Rocky Mountain Pro. But you know what people are always tweeting us about or leaving comments about? Royce Isaacs. I love him. The dude's a star. The Gorillas are hilarious. Mario Vanger is awesome. They are all tweeting us about the characters of these people. Not one person has said, oh, man, this so-and-so was a great worker, or this was a great match, blah, 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 blah. Even though these guys are great workers and they are having great matches. But what the people get attracted to is the personalities of the people. And we're already seeing it just by the few amount of shows that we've put on russosbrand.com. This hasn't even hit Hunt Channel yet. You know what I mean? So I think they're really going to love the personalities of these people if you haven't seen it yet. So
yeah. All right, that's it. Little bonus video for you. You know, if you haven't checked out Rocky Mountain Pro, please check it out. It's on this same YouTube channel. It's free. Business of the Business, which takes you behind the scenes, is on this YouTube channel. It's free. Check it out. Remember, we're on Podcast One Monday through Friday, free. And you could see all those videos on the Realm Network a day early, plus exclusive video content you can't get on Podcast One by going to russosbrand.com and signing up for the Realm Network. Jeff, if there's anything else on my mind, I might buzz you later on, bro.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. See you later.
Bye.